Good day, mates. My name is Lyudmila Hills, or Mila, like my Australian students call me here. I am a Russian who relocated to Australia 6 years ago. Now I live and work in Adelaide, a beautiful capital of South Australia. It does not mean that I forgot my Russian roots, my culture, my Russian relatives and friends from Belarus where I grew up and worked. A year ago, one of these friends, Tatiana Golubieva from Bobruisk, shared with me the news about SkyWay, its general designer Anatoly Unitsky, and the fund SkyWay Invest Group, headed by CEO Andrei Havratov. His fund helps Unitsky to realize his dream to encircle the entire world with his breakthrough skyway roads of the second level, which will not damage the Earth as the usual roads do now, and will be ecologically friendly, safe, speedy, and comfortable for the people.
Indeed, effective transport has already been developed by the scientist Anatoly Unitsky. This genius of an engineer invented the ideal transport in every sense of the word. It's called the Rail Skyway. More than 30 years and several hundreds of millions of dollars have already been invested in order to bring Unitsky's project to life. What do you envision to be the transport of the future? Just imagine a lightweight train or a sports car with steel wheels, which is situated on open-work elevated rails. Inside the rails, tensioned wires are stretched with the strength of hundreds of tons. Due to the ideal evenness of the track and the super aerodynamics of the rolling stock, it is capable of reaching speeds of up to 500 kilometers per hour. The cost of the trip to you will be 7 times cheaper than that of a conventional train. The level of safety will be 2,000 times higher than traveling by automobile, and a trip will require 10 times less electrical energy or fuel.
Like many others, I try to investigate new information before making any decisions to be involved, and Skyway was not the exception to the rule. So I searched the internet and found out a lot of fascinating facts about the nearly 40 years of Unitsky's dedication to his innovative skyway transport, about the team of people who work with him, about the technology, and just fell in love with the idea of changing the world to the better with skyway transport. The idea of it appealed to me so much. These skyway roads, being above the land, let it and everything on the land breathe, blossom, and live, instead of choking the land like our usual monster roads do now, killing and injuring people and animals, polluting the air above the roads and the land around them. And I was also fascinated by the prospects of harmonious living with nature in keen estates in linear cities along the skyway roads. And if I work in a faraway city, I could reach it in minimum time using the quiet and safe skyway road in meters from my home. As far as I understood 1 year ago, to enable Unitsky and his team to build up a testing site with city, intercity and cargo transport, and to have the transport certified in October 2016, the method of crowd investment was being used. The ordinary people who are kind to our planet and who want financial freedom in the near future invest money in Skyway project, beginning with small sums, ending with bigger ones if they can afford that. So it was yes, 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 I am in Skyway Invest Group team. And I invited to join Skyway Invest Group my relatives and friends in Belarus and in Australia. I also took the opportunity to make Rod Hook, who was the former chief executive of Department of Planning, Transport and Infrastructure in the South Australian government, aware of the technology. As a consequence, Rod Hook and his marketing director, Marie Vochel, visited Minsk, Belarus, to meet Anatoly Unitsky and his team and to learn about skyway transport.
The delegation of our partners from Australia, led by Dr. Rod Hook, visited the Skyway company in September. Rod Hook is a highly respected and experienced leader. He has been involved in initiating and delivering outcomes in a wide range of sectors, including infrastructure, transport, planning, environment, and property services. His successful work has changed the way people live, work, and do business in Australia, particularly in Adelaide. The Port River Expressway, bridges, upgrades to Adelaide's major rail corridors, the extension of Adelaide's light rail network, acquisition of new trains, trams, buses, and the Riverbank footbridge are just some of Mr. Hook's projects. Adelaide began to be jokingly called the city of 20 minutes. That's the amount of time it takes, on average, to get from the outskirts to the business center. Recently, however, the road network is struggling to cope with the increasing number of vehicles. Over the past 10 years, Mr. Hook was responsible for the control and execution of transport and infrastructure projects costing more than $10 billion US. In this role, he could not help but notice the growing traffic problem. The ongoing construction work in the Eco-Technopark territory is in full swing. Recently, it has been abandoned and is now a dusty land. In such a short time, it has become a full-fledged construction site. Of course, much more should be done to realize all the ambitious plans of the SkyWay company. However, there's lots to show our guest from Australia, the chief executive of Rod Hook & Associates Company, Rod Hook and his assistant marketing specialist, Marie Wakob. In Anatoly Yanitsky's words, this is the site for a high-speed intercity line, where the Unibus can accelerate up to 500 kilometers per hour. Rod Hook asks, why is the height exactly 8 meters? The guest became familiar with the construction work directly at the site where the foundation under the anchor support is being built.
When entering SkyWay Invest Group a year ago, the concept of investment was not so familiar to me, so I made use of Andrei Havratov's 8 educational lessons of private investor in English and in Russian to dig deeper into the concept. SkyWay Invest Group gave me access to it for free only because of my membership in SkyWay Invest Group. The investments in SkyWay could start from the minimum sums such as $10, $30, $60 and up. So many people are generous giving their money to charities. Why not give it also to the construction of SkyWay? And you know, by contributing to SkyWay, you are not rewarded only by the thought that you are helping the planet and all living creatures on it, by the thought that you are saving millions of people's lives from death and injury in car accidents, but also you're having dividends in the near future as SkyWay is entering the share market already in 2017. Becoming an investor 1 year ago, in October 2014, I never looked back and am so excited about the progress at the construction of the testing site Eco-Technopark in Belarus. The first kilometer of SkyWay transport is already being built, and that is phenomenal. What about you?
We're developing the largest business for the whole history of civilization. This is that Stevenson, Ford and Boeing have made together. This revolutionary transport system is essential for every country, every city, every family and every man. It is essential for humanity. The track structure of SkyWay is based on the string rail technology. These tracks will serve for the benefit of the people for ages, bringing the profits to those who once have ventured and invested their money into this innovation technology. Being certified, the project of innovation will turn into the project of investment. Then the base of this technology-targeted transport project will be realized on all the continent of our planet. Every investor, depending on the volume of its committed facilities into this technology, will own kilometers or meters of these tracks. Inexpensive, safe, effective roads are not required for the state and government officials, but for ordinary people who pay fares out of their pockets. And these people are not just users, they are taxpayers too. So to say, it is required only for us. For this reason, it was decided to start the innovation corporatization at English law on the terms profitable for investors. New investors have the chance now to buy the shares of our company with large discounts. Let's build our future worth living together, comfortable, safe, ecologically clean, with high living standard. Let's build the future, which we'll be able to devolve to our children and grandchildren for no shame.
Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of becoming a SkyWay investor and supporter to contribute to the health of our planet, to making transport environmentally friendly, comfortable and speedy, improving and saving lives of millions of people, and at the same time ensuring the financial future for yourself and for your family's generations ahead. You could register and get to know more here. If another person sends you this video, ask for the registration link from him or from her. Just for signing up, the company gives you 50 shares as a bonus, as a gift. Don't miss it. Join the crowd who are already investing and let us build the global SkyWay together, uniting the planet.